Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. I have a lot I want to get done today. Today, I want to go ahead and get all of the drip tube fixed, swapped out the things that need to get swapped out, make sure everything is working top notch for when we're able to turn our water on. And I also want to mulch, but we have to get the drip tube done first so that we can cover the drip with mulch so you can't see it. But I have been weeding and kind of clearing things out for the past few days, and I really just want everything tidied up, ready for seeds, ready for plants. So I'm thinking the best way to do this is to find which one I think will be the easiest and start there, or we'll just pick a spot, but I want to kind of do one area at a time. So I want to get this area done. You can see I have drip tube kind of hanging over the fence everywhere. I do have this bed with the drip tape ready to go, but I need to finish that one and then the rest. I have the garden boxes up top, which is where we do most of our vegetable gardening, that I want to get all of that drip fixed, and then also some flower beds. So I don't know how much we're going to get done today. I have some other things that I have going on today as well, so I'm kind of on a time crunch. So let's just go ahead and get into it and see what we get done, and I will try my very best to explain things along the way as we go. Okay, we're gonna start right here. Oh, there's a ladybug in here. Oh, see if I can get it. Anyways, we're gonna start right here. I know I have 3-foot beds here, and so I just want to put 2 lines down the middle of the drip tape. Now this might be just a little bit hard to show you one-handed, but I have this punch tool right here with an old price tag on it. It punches a hole with that piece right there so that you can put your connector piece in. Got it on, and we just squeeze. Punches a perfect hole for you. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna take these 2 connector pieces. It has an on and off valve. So if you have something, it's feeling a little bit stuck. If you have something that you do not want water run to, but you still want to water the rest of the garden or the other beds, you can turn off each individual line. I gotta have muscles here. Oh my heck. Whew. Not the easiest things to get on, but that means you won't have leaks. Next, I'm going to take this drip tape. It has emitters every 6 inches, I think it is. And you want these emitters facing up. And all you do is feed it onto this end as far as it'll go, and then you can tighten this piece to hold it all in place. I'm gonna pull it to about where I want it, and then I'm just gonna clip where I want my tape to end. I kind of really want it all the way down to the end of the bed, right about there. Then we're gonna take this ender piece so that the water doesn't flow out through the end of the drip tape. Much like the connector up there, you just feed it through and tighten it with this green screw. Now all the water should be feeding my bed. Okay, there's that one all done. Pretty straightforward, easy peasy. We will put some landscape staples or something to weight these down so that they're not moving all over the place when the water is running, but that's what we need to do. I think 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Anyways, I measured them out. I can't remember how many beds, but each bed is 3 feet wide, and I think each bed goes 10 feet in length. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and measure to see where each of the connectors are gonna go on this solid black line, and we'll pop all of them in, and then we'll get the drip tape run, and then we can come in with mulch, hopefully later today. Okay, we're gonna pause right there for the cut flower garden. And we're gonna take all of the drip tape that we took out of here, and I'm gonna go see if I can't hook it up to the garden beds. Now, the drip tape still works just fine. It just wasn't long enough because I extended my flower beds this year. I think we can hook up these shorter pieces in the garden boxes right above me, and I think it'll work out just fine. And we're gonna get rid of the 1/4 inch drip tube. Let me show you. P.S. This is just one of my most favorite plants ever. I have it on my steps and it is just growing and creeping along. I'm going to actually replace the couple other things that I have here because I just wanted all of this plant. This is Veronica Speedwell, and the variety is called Waterberry Blue. And soon the entire plant will be covered in these most beautiful blue delicate blooms. Oh, I just love it so much. It's very fairy-esque to me. Let's see what I had planted in here before. Sugar snap peas. What we're gonna do here is I'm going to replace all of this 1/4 inch drip tube with the drip tape. First things first is let's remove all of these if we can. But I'm gonna save the goof plugs and the connectors. I'm not going to save the drip tube. I don't want to break my teeth. Might have to get the muscles to get that out. But we're not going to save the drip tube because this drip tube gets clogged up with our hard water. And I mean, I can see it in there. So I don't even know that it'll like function this year. In the future, I'm going to use 1/4 inch drip tube, I think solely for pots. But in the cut flower garden and in these raised beds, I think drip tape is going to be more sufficient. I think it's going to water better, and I think we'll probably have to run it, you know, less often. Great, there goes the big one. So for this one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put an elbow here so we don't have a curve, and then I'm going to run 2 drip tapes this length because we want it to go lengthwise of the bed. So these right here are called drip locks, and they're just a lot more secure, I have found, than the normal connectors. So I used these last year and I really, really liked them. I felt like they didn't leak and they just kind of stayed right in place. Okay, now I'm just gonna take some of this old drip tape from last year, and it's gonna be plenty long enough, so I'm just gonna put 2 drip tapes along this bed, just like we did before.
Me in now.
Thanks, muscles.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Brad helped me get those in, so now we can connect this drip tape. This is exactly what I was going for. Perfect. So we'll be able to do things on either side of this drip tape, and I think it will water way more efficiently than the 1/4 inch drip tube that we took out. And also, just as a side note, this was leftover fencing from our fence around the cut garden. So this is completely temporary, but we have to keep the dog in, otherwise he will meander his way to the neighbors and then he will take off. So anyways, I need to find something pretty and tall. I'm thinking to go right here in this garden box, and I kind of want it taller. I want to grow something like beautiful viney up it. So anyways, all we need to do is do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do that 7 more times, and then these garden boxes will be good to go, and we'll finish topping it off with some more raised bed mix, and then it'll be ready for plants. Alrighty, don't mind any of the mess over there. I am a messy worker, I feel like. But the raised bed garden is like 90% done. I'll say 90% done. So I kind of swept off these pavers or stepping stones, whatever you call them. And I think I've said in a video before, I don't love these at all. I want to get circle ones and prettier ones, but they work for now and I still want them to be kept tidy. All the drip is ran, but there are just some connection parts like you can see here that are not connected that I need the muscles here for. So when he gets home, I'll have him connect them all. But other than that, they're, you know, run, measured out, ready to go. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I have to get up close. Oh my goodness, on this bed. Are these not the sweetest little anemones? Cute. They're just barely starting to bloom. This is the best day that they've looked. I love them so much, so cute. So I didn't top off these 3 beds. We have 2 beds of garlic here and then this little bed of anemones. When we pull things out, then I'll top off the rest of the bed with more raised bed mix. But this bed is topped off, fresh soil, got the lines run. I don't love these stairs either particularly. They were a cheaper option, but I do have some of that Veronica Speedwell over here that I just adore. I love it so much. So I want to get more of it so it'll just kind of cover these stairs and soften them all up. And then we had to empty out this container. It had strawberries in there. I wasn't a huge fan of the variety of strawberries that I got, so I'm gonna put fresh strawberries in here, and I just wanted to start with all new soil. And then I think I'm gonna ring some sweet peas to go up this. I have some like shorter variety of sweet peas, so I think they'll look really sweet going up this little trellis. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4 beds on the top tier, all ready to go for spring, except for a couple little connector spots where I'm gonna need my husband to get those tight. But oh, it looks so good, so fresh, just ready to go for plants. So I am really, really excited about that. Glad that we got that done. It was kind of a lot of work, but what I wanna do now is go ahead and go to the cut flower garden and see if we can't get that buttoned up. And then we'll see where we're at on time. We might have to end the video there, but I'm just really grateful that we got the raised bed garden area all done. I just cut out some drip tube that I wanted to get rid of. And so this is our access right here. So what we're gonna do is just put a coupler here so that we can continue on the line that way. And we're going to run this drip tubing, which has emitters every 18 inches. We're going to run it through each of these beds. So this one really shouldn't take very long at all. I just want to do some sort of little grid system on these 2 front flower beds. I am reserving these for annuals, I think that's what I'm gonna do, even though there's gonna be annual cut flowers all in this garden. Something low, something pretty, maybe just some super petunias or something like that. This part should be pretty easy. I think we'll zip right along here. Okay, this is what we're going for right here. This is basically done. I just have to tack it down. I'm holding it down with this box because I have such hard soil and all of these rocks. It is so hard to get landscape staples in there, but this is the configuration that I want. So I have it feeding from right there, if you can see, and then I have a line over and then 3 runs of this drip tubing all down. And then it crosses here at the end, if you can see that. So again, I just need to kind of staple it all down and then we'll cover it with compost and we'll do the same thing on the other side. And there we have it. You can still see a little bit of drip tube peeking through. I will come back in with more compost, but I just think it looks so beautiful, freshly mulched. Oh, I love it. Can't wait for the entire garden to be mulched. And you guys, this is where I'm gonna leave you. We've been working at this all day between getting interrupted with picking up kids from school and dropping them off to activities, you know, all of those good kind of things. But it took us a lot longer to get the project done. But we got all of the garden boxes done. My husband did come home and he fixed those little connections where we needed them to. Got these 2 front garden beds done, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy with what we got done, and we'll just keep plugging away. Look at how I am a mess covered in dirt. And the wind is starting to pick up. There's probably a storm, blowing in. So anyways, I hope this was helpful to see how I'm doing my drip system. There's a lot that goes into drip and it can be intimidating, but it does wonders for the garden when everything is getting bottom watered and it's consistent. Even moisture. I will never go back to not having drip again. So this is where we're gonna end. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.